Hey guys, it's Katie, and I just wanted to pop on here and share with you guys the newest project that I'm introducing to my DIY paint event, which is the tall rustic home sign. I'm going to share with you guys everything that is included in this project and just exactly how you will make this project if you attend one of my paint parties. So if this is something you want to do, this will be available at the February 15th and 25th DIY paint events. I will have a link in the bottom of this video so you can check it out if you're interested in either one of those events, if you want to come, and if this is a project that you want to do. So I want to show you first the wood that you're going to get. It is quite large. We can't get it all in there. It is 4 feet high, and you'll see that it is 2 separate boards, and then they have the fun little notion across the top. This just kind of makes for a fun rustic look. You can paint this any color you want. I'm going to be painting it white today, and you can stain it, or like I said, you can paint it any color to coordinate with your home decor. You'll also get the home stencils, which are these 3 letters. There is no O, however, that is an option. If you would just like it to simply spell home, that's fine. We do also offer the state stencil, so if you want to put the state of Montana or any other state that you want to have in there, we can do that for you as well. Another option will be the boxwood wreath that you can use as your O. And with this wreath, you could add different colors, different embellishments if you wanted to, and change it out for the different seasons. So this is the rustic home sign, and it is available for all parties starting February 15th. So make sure you check out the link if this is a project that you want to use at one of our parties. Now I'm going to show you guys how it goes together. The paint that I'm using on this sign is from Valspar. It's just plain white satin gloss, and I use this in a lot of my parties and on a lot of my wood projects, and it just has a really nice coverage, and I really like the way that it goes on this pine wood. So I'm going to do 2 coats of paint on this piece of wood, and then I will be ready to put on my stencils. So at a normal party, you're going to get your stencils that come like this, and then you may have to cut them apart, and I'm doing that simply because of placement. But if you came to a party, I would have everything kind of set out for you a little bit better. This was just my little test project. So when I'm removing the backing off the stencils, I like to lay it upside down and then peel it off the best, and you always want to make sure you leave all of the stencil on there. These bigger pieces, it's super simple to do. There's not really too much problem. As far as placement, you'll want to decide on what you're going to be using. Of course, if you have the O, it's already going to be all placed out for you. The Montana sign or your state sign depends on where you're going to place it. I'm going to be using the wreath, and so after I place the wreath on there, then I just put the stencil on and rub them down really good, and that worked for the best. And then I'm going to peel off the transfer tape. I will have supplies to all of these things in the bottom of my video, the stuff that I use when I'm doing parties for my stencils as well as the transfer tape. And then it's time to put my little layer of white paint. So if you are painting a sign, here's a tip for you. Always paint a layer of the base coat around your stencil. Now, this stencil vinyl is Oramask, and it is very good. It does the job very, very well. But I still like to have a white layer of paint, or whatever the base color is. I do the base color and go around that. What that does is that seals the stencil, and that helps prevent from bleeding. Now on this particular sign, because the 2 pieces of wood are going together and there's just a little bit of a gap, then you want to make sure that you're very careful with that. So now it's time to do the black, and as I was showing you there on the plate, what I do is I just get a very, 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 very small amount and do one quick coat on that, and then I will go back over and do another coat of paint. And I will show you later on at the end of the video where I had a couple of little mistakes and I just quickly fixed them with some white paint. But if I was at a party, I probably would give people some painter's tape to tape around the stencil, and that would prevent any mishaps like you're going to see at the bottom of my E. And fortunately, because I was really careful, the only spot where I had any of it bleed between the two boards is at the top of the H, and it wasn't even enough that I really fixed it. So that is basically how I do most of my signs and what you would do if you came to a paint party. So there you can see the little goof up, and I will fix that, and I probably am not even going to fix the top one. So that is the rustic home sign. That is what you would do at a paint party if you came and made that. And then if you wanted to, like I said, you could add your state, you could add an O if you like it just like that, or you can add the boxwood wreath. And so if this is something you're interested in, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys all again in a future video. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.